Rick, Tyler's hitting game 1,000, of course, tonight. Can you talk about just how impressive it is to hit that mark?
Yeah, I mean it's an incredible milestone. That you have to obviously be a guy that's in shape. The way he plays, he's a big guy, blocks a lot of shots. So, the odds of him, playing all these games is hard because he plays a tough game. So, quite a milestone for a guy like that. And he's a great teammate. That's one thing. If you ask me about Myers, is that the guys will tell you that he's a great teammate.
Dakota Joshua out there today. I know the game's on everybody's mind, but what was it like having him out there? And is that the first time he's skated with the group?
Yeah, it's the first time, and it's good. I mean, it's a step closer. It's hard when he's a guy that wins corner battles. He's one of our best net front guys. So it's like when he comes back, it's like having a major trade. So we're holding the fort till he gets back.
How much have you missed him when you talk about your ideals and guys playing through people and going to hard? You could always be describing Dakota Joshua, but how much have you guys missed him through?
Well, it's contagious too, right? When he does it, it seems like the next line or the next player will do it. We need a little bit more of that, and I think that's why the season, a little bit slow started. Is I think our walls, things like that, haven't been as good. And there's some system stuff to it where we should be taking off, and sometimes we're staying in there. But for the most part, that's the one thing that Dakota brings for us. It's a contagious way. He wins these battles. All of a sudden, the next guy goes, "Oh man, okay, I saw what he just did. I'm going to do it now." So that's what I like about when you have guys like that.
And typically, if a guy's been out injured a while, maybe a couple of practices and gets back, is it the same with him, or have you got a longer? Does he need a longer runway to get up to speed?
Yeah, I think it's more with his what he was dealing with. It's really up to him. Pain, all that stuff. You're not going to hurt it anymore. So I think it's going to get to that level. I don't know when it is, but obviously that's a big step. Just him being out there with the guys right now. We were doing some battle drills just now. Does he need like 3 weeks or something? 2 weeks if he's feeling like if he's pain free? I mean, I don't know how many practices, but sometimes you want to just get him back in.
Is that where you were still on the ice? Were you in the battle drills
yeah,
too?
Yeah, a little battle drill. I was trying. Yeah, he's tough. Yeah.
I've never seen that many coaches for a rink skate.
Yeah,
I walked around, I was like, what's going on?
Well, we call it the gauntlet, so we need more coaches because we're out of shape. We can't do it. Yeah.
Rick, you just mentioned you wanted to see a few things cleaned up after last game, after the win. Can you give some specifics on what you want to see heading into tonight?
Well, I think, I thought last game we were more to our game. Teams are going to make pushes, and I find we somehow we back off when a team is you actually want to be almost over aggressive, because if you can win any kind of play, you're going to get an odd man rush, especially a team that's coming from behind. So we don't want to put the brakes on when you're in the lead, or when you have 3 or 4 good shifts. You want to continue with that focus. So that's something I thought we were better last game, for sure.
Do you have any updates on Derek Forbert, an idea on when he could be back with you guys?
No, I'll probably reach out to him today, but nothing right now.
And Thatcher Demko watching practice from the bench. Anything further with him maybe getting on the ice or getting closer to being close?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't have a target date. It's just like how many good days you put together. Like, I think that's really what it comes down to for him. So, just got to be patient, and when he's ready, he's ready.
Has he been skating while he's been with the group on this road trip?
I think he's a few times, but on his own. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With Quinn Hughes.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously scores for you his first of the year in Florida, but his minutes have been huge in the early going.
Yeah.
Is that by design? Is that something you're looking to do? I mean, it's not uncommon for him to play a lot, but you, for example, didn't play him this much even in the playoffs last year, and then now we're seeing 27 minutes a night. Is that just what your team's needed from him?
Well, I think it's a great question, because the answer is no. I don't want him playing 28 minutes a night. Like, we can't. Is it 82 game? So we have to make sure that we manage his ice time better. I think sometimes the game, what's presented, that you're down. There's some face-offs. You get him out there. Guys, he's a special guy. So I think we just got to be careful that we don't do it too much. And we got some other guys that they can take some minutes. A guy that. That might play 12. He might, he's got to have to play. Give us 15 good minutes instead of 12. You know what I mean? Things like that. So that pie gets a little bit distributed a little bit better.
Does it in any way reflect the fact that, we've seen you make some changes on the other pairs, and sort of what you're getting from your second and third pair? Do you need to amp up sort of what you're getting for Quinn, just as maybe the second and third pair kind of find their footing with you and with each other?
Well, I think even last year, we were a good, you got to know who you are, but the D, we used to punch the puck up a lot. I think it keeps the puck on our end, and we want the game in the neutral zone and want to play a fast game. I think this year it's old habits, right? Even when I got here, it was a lot of regrouping and taking it back, and I think we're getting back. We were doing that too much this year again, so we got to get those old habits out of. We don't want to take the puck back. Quinn Hughes, yeah, if he's got something he sees, he's a special guy. You let him do it, but for the most part, we want to play a punch type style. That's the D. We have big defense, and I think we've taken it back this year too much, and I think we've got in trouble because of it.
Miller gets around Lundell. JT Miller shoots, he scores! JT Miller roofed it, and the Canucks.
Generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.